Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the OC Real Estate Playbook. I'm your host, as always, Hunter Renner, and today we're in a new room, new setup. We got the 2-camera setup finally, and so we're moving up. The progression is real here on the OC Playbook. And today, also new, is our team lead, Ryan Johnson. Ryan, pleasure to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Ryan, since you're new to everyone else, give us a little bit about who you are, how long you've been on the team, what got you into real estate, and maybe a tip of what you've learned.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been working on the renter team since 2016, so about 6 years. I met your dad through a prospecting class that he was teaching, and I was like, this guy's a genius. I want to, work for him. On the team, I pretty much just I'm the cleanup guy. I'm just a little bit of a utility, do whatever needs to get done, whether it's doing showings or inspections or, marketing, that kind of thing. So it's been a great run and really looking forward to the future too.
Awesome. So, Ryan, you came in today, and obviously you've been on the team much longer than I have, been in real estate much longer than I have. Things have been changing a lot in the real estate market.
Yeah.
We've been climbing as far as going deeper into a seller's market, and now it's kind of changing, which is great, right?
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give for someone wanting to buy a home in 2022?
So, as we all know, interest rates have been going up big time.
Yeah.
So it's really affecting buyers' ability to pay. For a house that was, let's say, $1 million last year, your payment on that now that the interest rates have gone up could be as much as $1,000 a month higher. So you're going to be looking at a different type of house. If you were in the market in $1 million last year, you're probably going to be looking, $850 this year, just because the payment is the same. $1 million house last year costs the same as an $850 this year, and it all has to do with the interest rates. So my biggest tip for someone who is buying this year: lock in your interest rate. We've heard from a reputable source that hasn't released their data yet, but they think that interest rates could hit 7% by the end of the year.
Wow.
So if you're thinking about doing something, it's still a great time to buy. Houses are still appreciating. But my biggest thing would be to get your rate locked in now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of mortgage providers are now offering rate locks. They weren't doing it as much last year. And so now you can lock in a rate and have it, hold on for between 30 and 60 days for you to get into escrow. And so that kind of brings me to my second point too. If you see something out there, we know that there's not that many houses for sale right now. Usually we have 6,000 to 8,000. Right now we've got, 2,700 houses for sale. So there's not a lot to choose from. No. So when you, when you see something you like, you got to jump on it. Yeah. ASAP. Like, don't wait, don't think about it. You have to act quickly in this market, because the truth is that, houses aren't getting 20 offers anymore. They're still getting 5 to 7, so you're still out there competing. So if you see something that you like, it's really important that you kind of jump on it as fast as you can.
That's still a lot of offers, is it not?
It is. The market was so crazy last year that we think it's slow when you're getting 5 to 7 right now. Like this time last year, you'd be getting 20 plus offers on a house.
That's absurd.
Yeah. And so now it's slowed down a lot, but it's still very much, a seller's market, just because of that low inventory. Even though there's been less demand from buyers because the interest rates have gone up, you're still looking at multiple offers on almost every house out there.
Wow.
Especially in the bread and butter, which it's kind of tough to say that bread and butter in Orange County now is like $1 million.
Of course.
The median home price actually just crested $1 million in Orange County.
Wow.
So that means half the houses sell for above $1 million and half sell for below, and it's never done that before.
That's insane.
Yeah. Also, don't look at houses that are right at your budget.
Yeah.
Because in this market, you need a little wiggle room if you want to get your, most of the time you put in your, like if it's a $700,000 house and you put an offer at 700, 9 times out of 10 in this market, it's going to go a little bit above. So make sure you're looking at houses that are a little bit below your max. So that way you have room to negotiate to come back up,
Okay.
So look at houses that are like 650, because then you can put in an offer that's at 650 to 675. And if they counter you, then you can still come up a little bit more without being above your max. But if you're looking at your max, you're going to put in your max offer right off the bat, and it's going to be right at ask price. And a lot of places are going over ask price, so you're going to keep losing and losing and losing out. So maybe look a little bit under your budget. Yeah. One of my last points would be just to don't expect your house after you buy it to appreciate like crazy.
Okay.
Of course, in the last couple of years, we've seen houses appreciate like 13% in 2020, another 25% in 2021. 2021 was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Forecasts predict that prices should appreciate by like 5% this year, which is like a normal, percentage. But don't go in there thinking, I'm going to buy $1 million house and by next year it's going to be worth $100,000 more.
Yeah.
Because we're just not seeing that same appreciation trend that we saw over the last 2 years.
What would you say, in your opinion, was causing such an inflated appreciation trend?
It was a couple things. It's a little bit of a perfect storm. Low inventory. When COVID first hit, so many sellers took their homes off the market.
Mm-hmm.
And so that caused a shortage. And, for a while, there was no buyers in the marketplace either because everyone was just kind of holding still, ready to kind of figure out what the whole deal was.
Yeah.
So buyers didn't want to buy, sellers didn't want to sell. So the market kind of just slowed down. But that only happened for like 3 months. And kind of once everyone realized that the world wasn't going to end, then, buyers came back to the marketplace because in order to jumpstart the economy and make sure that we had stuff going on, the Fed lowered the interest rates. And so you could get a super low interest rate. And a lot of people started finding out that you can get, that's a great time to buy because interest rate affects your payment quite a bit.
Yeah, of course.
So when all these buyers found out, hey, we can get a super low rate right now. Plus, I'm working from home now. I need a home office. I'm stuck in my tiny apartment with 2 kids.
Yeah.
I really need more space. I need a backyard. I want this, stuff that they might not have wanted before. It put a lot of buyers into the marketplace. Sure. And we did see sellers come back and put some homes back on the market, but we just haven't seen as many sellers put their homes on the market as before COVID.
Okay.
That's why we still have that super historically low, inventory levels.
Yeah.
Like I said, usually around this time, we expect 6,000 to 8,000 houses for sale and we're under 3,000. Now in January, we were at 1,000.
Right.
So it has gone up significantly, kind of like what I was saying before about, the appreciation. Like it's still going up, but it's just not going up like crazy,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's quite a lot of insight. Obviously, there's a lot more to go into buying a home and to selling a home in today's market, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for that, I would definitely recommend talking to someone in person. But, it is our pleasure to help you guys out in any sort of way. Shorter episode today as really just nitty gritty. Here's what you need to know.
That's
and Ryan and I are both pretty straight to the point guys. So, so thank you for tuning in. Feel free to reach out to us. It's our pleasure to help you guys out. We want to be your advisors and assist in any sort of way. Ryan's Instagram and will be in the description. You could reach out to any of us here at the Renter team and it'd be our pleasure. You get the whole team when you sign up with us. So love it or hate it, we are there to support you. So thank you guys for tuning in and you guys have a great rest of your day. See you.
Thank you.